Hey guys, Mark here. Welcome today to a final thoughts review on the Honda CBR500R. So stay tuned and I'll let you know my thoughts on it. So guys, I've managed to rack up about 400 miles on this bike, and I have to say I've really fallen for it. It's an absolutely superb first sports bike if you're in the market for something like this. As a sports bike, it's very, very comfortable. That seat, I can assure you, I've been on it for about 2.5 hours as my longest ride. Super comfortable. It'll put some touring bikes to shame, to be honest, the comfort of that seat. It's got a very comfortable riding position. As you can see here, the clip-ons are above the top yoke. They're not below the top yoke like some race reps are. So it's a nice sort of sports touring position, quite a comfortable for a sports bike leg position as well. So extremely comfortable, I found it. The tyres, excellent grip, Michelin Road 5s. Fuel economy, I've worked it out pretty accurately at around about 80 to the gallon, which is par of the course for these Honda 500s. All the other 500s that I've tested have been about that. That's with normal sort of road riding. 80 miles per gallon UK, absolutely incredible. The standout features for me on this bike though is the quality of the suspension, the way it handles the road imperfections. It just literally magic carpets any bumps. It's such a smooth ride, and the engine as well is smooth for a parallel twin. So I've been really impressed with it. You know, I had sports bikes years and years ago, R1s and GSX-Rs, and to be honest, I'd be happy to have one of these myself. It's really, really good as a first sports bike. So anyway, less of the talk, let's get on the road and just go over what I've found over the 400 miles that I've had it. Okay, so how have I found the CBR500R to be in town? You know, if you buy one of these, you're very likely to be using it for work, going to the shops, that sort of thing. Well, pleased to report it's absolutely brilliant for commuting and going through town. The engine is extremely flexible. It's very tractable. It's got lots of torque from low RPM, 471cc parallel twin. It's got a lot of pull from about 3000 RPM. The throttle response is extremely soft. It's not sharp. It's not going to catch you out. It's very, very gentle on the throttle. There's no riding modes, but you really don't need it. Bike weighs around about 195 kilos, something like that. And it just feels really nicely weighted. It's not overly heavy or too light. It's just a nice weight. Feels very, very balanced. Suspension is absolutely fantastic. You've got the new Showa separate fork function, big piston forks up front, upside down, and they give an amazing ride quality, great road holding. Coupling those to the Michelin Road 5 tyres, it really is a good fun bike around the twisties. But for around town, it's got perfect engine manners. The fuel injection is faultless. It just purrs along with no sort of nasty surging or hunting in the fueling. The clutch is the assist and slipper clutch, which is one of the lightest clutches I think I've ever used on any motorbike really. It's one finger operation if you want to. So just dropping it down the gearbox now. The gearbox is super precise and light. Just straight down into first now. And just feeding the clutch out is super light with a very, very nice early take up on the clutch. And obviously very happy out on the open road at the higher speeds, but absolutely fine in tricky situations like this. I'm just feathering the clutch down in first gear. The engine's not complaining at all. It's just very, very happy to be riding around these low RPMs. So all in all, guys, from what I've found in the time I've had the bike, no issues at all with this going around town for extended periods. You know, in a lot of sports bikes, 1000cc's will be getting very, very hot and bothered through town. Not the case with this one. It's very docile indeed. It keeps its cool as well around town. No noticeable heat coming from the engine on my lower legs. So yeah, 5 stars, guys. Pleased to report on the CBR around town. So what's the CBR500 like out on the open road? Well, on a day like today, nice and warm, absolutely fantastic is the answer. It's an absolute joy to ride this bike on twisty country roads. You know, you've got that lovely comfortable riding position. It's not extreme. As I said earlier, I've been about 2.5 hours maximum time riding this bike on a 100-mile day, and I got to the destination totally refreshed, no numb bum or any aching joints. So testament to the riding position. It's very comfortable for a sports bike. The engine's extremely free revving, lots of fun, about 47 horsepower. But it really is exceptional fun round the bends. We'll take it on the dual carriageway in a while, just to show you how it handles the higher speeds. But even at higher speeds, I found the engine to be very relaxed. It wasn't overly stressed or buzzy, no nasty vibrations at all. So that was great. So how have I found the CBR500 to be at the higher speeds? Higher speed cruising? Well, it's really, really good. Probably one of the best A2 bikes I've known actually for higher speed cruising. Maybe it's because it's got a full fairing and it's a bit more sort of slippery, shall we say. But here we are, an indicated 70. We're running at 5,500 revs, and there's a tiny little buzz coming through the foot pegs, but on the whole it's very smooth and effortless. It'll maintain this speed all day long with no problem at all. Even at this sort of speed, you're going to get probably 75, 80 to a gallon from it. Holds its line absolutely brilliantly. It's quite windy at the moment coming from the rut, and just holding its line, no problem at all. So as I said earlier, I did about 2.5 hour stint on this one day, about 100 miles without stopping. No problems at all with comfort, absolutely fine. So I would highly recommend this bike, guys, if you needed to do some higher speed touring. Top speeds around about 115 miles an hour. I'll just slow it down a bit for you and just show you a top gear roll on. So we're just down to 50 now. So there's wide open throttle, there's your 60, and there's your 70, and as you can see it just keeps on winding on. So very impressive performance for A2 47 horsepower. So yeah, high speed cruising on the CBR500, guys, no problem at all. 5 stars from me. So definite improvement with the suspension. The brakes, we've got twin discs up front now, gripped by 4 piston caliper Nissin front discs, calipers. Absolutely superb braking power. So really, really strong on the brakes there. Got superb 8,000 mile service intervals on these, which is brilliant. As I said earlier, I've been averaging around about 80 to the gallon from it. At the moment we're saying 86 on the trip, but that was I just reset it a while ago, and that was going through town. So super economical, a huge tank range on these, so well over 250 miles I would say. found all the mirrors to be very clear, all the switch gear easy to use, but just a general really nice bike to ride. Say if this was your first sports bike maybe, definitely a great choice. It's one of the better ones out there, I would say, for a first A2 compatible bike. Let's say the riding position, it's not super extreme like a Race Rep R1 or a Fireblade. It's more, definitely more sports tourer, with the clip-ons above the top yoke. So it's, you know, even for me, I'm 52 years old now, and I don't find this uncomfortable. To be honest, I actually find it very comfortable, pretty much as comfortable as the F model. So in the lineup, you know, you've got the CBR500X, which is the tall adventure style. That's probably the best all round. You've got the F model, which is the naked version. You've got the CBR, and you've got the Rebel as well. Me personally, I think I'd probably go for the F. That's my favourite, the naked version. But I say this is a very close second, and this actually is so much fun around the twisties. It's brilliant. Right, let's wrap it up here. Have a final walk around. This will do nicely. Right, so reverse LCD display on these guys, lots of information there. Haven't had any problems at all with reading that. Not super bright like a TFT, but all in all, generally no problems at all. Nice speedo, gears and revs, and all your sort of trip meters and stuff like that. So nice display there. Right, so I'd say I've really enjoyed riding this. It's been nice to get back on a sports bike actually. So let's have a little final walk round, shall we? So I think you'll have to agree with me, it does look rather striking in the red. Do like the angle of the fairing there. I will put a link to my main review on this bike at the end, up the top there. I've got a night riding section in there. The lights are really good, LEDs on these. But yeah, all in all guys, absolutely very impressed with it. Super economical, a good price new. They've really done a good job on the new suspension and the new brakes. Incredibly economical. Good service intervals of 8,000 miles. There is a little bit of space under there for a drink or a lock or something. Again, nice riding position, not too extreme. Definitely all day comfortable. If you wanted to do some touring, you could put a little tail pack on here or something, and a tank bag. Honda do make a taller sort of screen for a bit more wind protection. Do find the fairing works really well, even on the longer journeys. But all in all guys, very impressed with it. It's been a great bike. Shame to see it go really, but there you go. So please give me a like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to post all your comments down below. I'll catch you again in a week or so for another review. Alright guys, ride safe, bye for now.